Well, here we are. Avatar 2, 13 years later. And the best title that James Cameron could come up with was The Way of Water? Yeah, I'm not into it. So I thought I'd help him out a bit and throw some of my ideas out there for an alternative title. Jimmy, listen up. Here's some title ideas for you. Avatar, the Second Wave. Avatar, H2O. Avatar, Deep Dive. Deep Blue Na'vi. Across the Pond. Slippery when wet. Too wet, too furious. The Splash Zone. Wait, I got it. The Avatar 2 perfect sequel title. So, Jake Sully and Neytiri have been getting busy over the last 15 years, cranking out some kids and living that sweet Pandora life. What's this? The humans are back, and they want to take over. Mostly, though, they want Jake Sully dead. This leaves Jake to take his family away from the forest and way out to a water tribe to call their new home and learn the ways of water. Then, it's like a splash splash and a pew pew and a It's Avatar. Okay, characters. There's a lot of them. You got Jake and Neytiri, their parents now, dealing with the usual parent stuff, teenagers. I don't know, this might be an unpopular opinion, but Jake Sully, he kind of sucks, right? He's a bit of a moron. All I want is him to be just a bit smarter and think about the possible consequences to his actions. But he mostly just acts on his instincts, and it's cool and we love it, right? Brave characters dealing with high risk, high reward kind of shit. Neytiri, I thought, was kind of pushed to the side for most of the time. Just given a little bit of motherly advice here and there. I think her character screen time was sacrificed the most when it came to developing other characters. But the last act of the movie, she was fucking awesome. Now you also got the kids. The Sully kids. They're interesting. The entire second hour was dedicated to developing those characters. And it was very reminiscent of the first Avatar. The way Jake Sully learned the ways of the Na'vi, his kids are going to learn the ways of water. And then you get a whole new tribe of the Na'vi, the water tribe, but they're mostly a mirror image of the tribe that we got before from the first one. But this tribe swims good. Do you see what I'm getting at here? A lot of parallels from the first movie. A lot of parallels. Now the humans, they got a secret weapon. A new kill squad of military avatars whose mission is to kill Jake Sully. They gotta get out there and kill him. I do like the idea of this Avatar kill squad, but when they reveal the leader of this squad, my immediate reaction was, really? Okay. And yeah, it was kind of cool, but again, it's shit from the first one. And then there's this fucking guy. I hate this character. He's an absolute idiot. And if they do what I think they're gonna do with him in the future, I'm gonna hate him even more. Okay, so how was it? Well, I put it about on the same level as the first one. If you like the first Avatar, you will like the second Avatar. It's just larger scale as far as characters go, and there's more water. It's more wet. Visually, it is amazing, but at this point, I'm starting to think that other companies' visual effects are catching up. I don't think Avatar is that far ahead of some other things I've seen. I love all the action, and I love all the neat animals, and for the most part, I do like this movie, okay? I'm gonna get critical, but I just want you to know I did like it. I just putting it out there that it does have issues. Anyone that you see throwing around the word masterpiece is a silly goose. Story-wise, it's very similar to the first, and the first was very similar to Pocahontas, and very similar to Dances with Wolves, and very similar to Ferngully. If you just took this story and stripped it to its bare bones, get rid of all the fluff, you got people invading, and there's a conflict, characters go somewhere and have to learn the ways of a new group that they're joining, and then the conflict with the invaders rises up again. It's basic shit, but it's a very safe bet for audiences to like it. The same issues that I had with the first are relevant in this. The script is shaky, and the dialogue between characters isn't great. Sometimes it's laughable, sometimes it's cringy. Why the fuck are characters still saying things like, "It's what I thought, bitch"? They still have military dudes that say, "Get some!" 13 years to fix that shit, and they're still putting that dialogue in this movie. People don't talk like that now, let alone way in the future. The whole reason for humans to be back at Pandora, it was annoying because I've seen this plot before. Lots of times. Humans fucked up Earth, they need a new place to live, so they're gonna move planets. Okay? I have seen that a billion times. You know how the humans in the first one were there for this very valuable rock? I don't even know why it was valuable to them. It was so unobtainable that they actually named it unobtainium. Well, this one has another thing that the humans want, and it is found in the whales on Pandora. There's an entire subplot about whales, and I think the point of that was for James Cameron to show us how awful humans are and throughout history have been to whales, and how awful whaling is, and how horrific hunting and killing whales is and has always been. Okay, sure. Here's the thing, I don't think anyone watching the movie is gonna disagree with that. There's nobody that agrees with the slaughter of these whales, and there's no one watching these whales get murdered and saying, "Oh, fuck yeah, I love that." And the entire reason that the humans want the whales dead, and the thing that they want from the whales, is so fucking stupid. That's also my main gripe with Avatar in general. We get these plot threads that we're only meant to look at directly in front of our face. But if you start pulling these plot threads and follow the logic, it leads to stupid conclusions. All I want is these plot threads to make more sense and be written in a way that benefits the story. I want something more than humans are bad. James, we get it. Human beings suck. We get it. I kind of want to tell you why the humans are killing the whales, what they're going for. So if you want to know, I'll save it for the very end of the video. It's a slight spoiler. It doesn't really affect the main story unless you start thinking logically. So stick around for that later if you want to know. There's another writing issue that I've been recognizing here. There are a lot of problems that get solved by creating a new character or creating a new animal that we haven't seen that kind of fills in the gaps. For example, the movie is mostly in water, right? And these characters, they have to learn how to hold their breath. It takes years to learn how to hold your breath for long periods of time. Well, don't worry. In the water, there's this creature that you can just strap on like a backpack, and it helps you breathe underwater. Shit like that is just too convenient. I was very curious going into this, how they were gonna draw this story out into multiple movies. And now after this, I can see it clear as day. This will be humans versus the Na'vi in an all-out war. And in these sequels, we'll get battles along the way, concluding in a giant battle for the soul of Pandora. It's simple, but it is effective. Not a single person will ever love Avatar more than James Cameron does. We're gonna get more movies, and I expect them to pretty much be all the same quality. And those will be very likable, like these past two. And that's fine. It's definitely worth seeing in the theater because it looks fantastic, and it's a decent story. It may not be as emotionally grounded as I would like it to be, and maybe James Cameron uses a million plot threads that I've seen before, but at least he does it within this cool world that he created. There is a whale character that has its own character arc, and I liked that quite a bit. I like the lone whale story. Let's just hope that the next one is even better and doesn't take a billion years to make and release. Okay? See ya! Subscribe! Hey, at least the Avatar Papyrus font changed a little bit.
It wasn't enough!
Okay, why do the humans brutally kill the whales? What is it with these whales that is so valuable? Well, spoiler, there's a gland in the whale's brain that produces a hormone that completely stops human beings from aging. It just makes humans immortal. And after they tell you that, they don't talk about it again. Are you fucking serious?